Hi guys, I'm Mrs. M and today we are going to discuss on gas laws part 2, Charles law. And the source for this video is from the textbook Pearson Publications Chemistry. Let's move on to the next law, Charles law. Charles law is formulated by Jacques Charles, who is a French mathematician and a physicist and who was very much interested in hot air balloons that time. And he built and launched first time the hydrogen balloons, and also he became the first human to ride on the hydrogen balloon. And he described how gases tends to expand when they are heated. Let's discuss details of the Charles law. This law states that the volume of a gas is directly proportional to its Kelvin temperature, provided it should have two conditions, constant pressure and fixed given mass of gas. That means if V increases, T also increases. If V decreases, T also decreases. That means V is directly proportional to T. So we can write mathematically as V by T is equal to K constant. But again, P and N always remained constant in this situation. So the final equation for the Charles law can be represented as V1 by T1 is equal to V2 by T2, where V1 and T1 are initial volume and temperatures and V2 and T2 are final volume and temperatures. If you see the diagram here, initially the temperature is T1 and volume is V1. As we increased the temperature, the gas particles are moved apart, therefore the volume has increased. Let's go in details about the equation of the Charles law. Assume that we have taken a gas and we are comparing before and after conditions under constant pressure and at a given fixed mass of it. Then we can see that as we increase the temperature, volume also increased. You can see the animation in the graph. And regarding this one, initial volume and temperatures are considered as V1 and T1, and final volume and temperatures are considered as V2 and T2. According to Charles law, V1 by T1 is constant K, and even V2 by T2 is also constant K. So if you combine both the equations, we do get V1 by T1 is equal to V2 by T2, where V1 and T1 are initial volume and temperatures and V2 and T2 are final volume and temperatures. And remember one thing, that T is always in Kelvin scale. Let's go for the graphical representation of Charles law. Let's assume that we have taken two variables, volume and temperature, before and after for a gas where the pressure has been maintained constant. You can see here 100 kilopascal P1, even P2 is also 100 kilopascal, and the given mass of that gas maintained constant. Then as we increase the temperature T1, that means 300 K to 900 K, then almost like 3 times we have increased. Then even V1, which is 1 liter, has increased to 3 liters. So that clearly indicates that V is directly proportional to T. Then if you implement the Charles law in this, V1 by T1 is equal to 0.333 and V2 by T2 is also 0.333. So that means the Charles law, whatever it says, V1 by T1 is equal to V2 by T2 is absolutely correct. Okay, so the best example for the Charles law in day-to-day life is applications involved for the hot air balloon to raise. So what is the mechanism in this is there is a propane gas burner at the base. When it is heated up, then the air inside the balloon gets heated up, and the volume becomes more, and the hot air inside becomes less dense compared to that of the cold air that is outside. So slowly the balloon starts rising. So this is the best example we can say. Okay, so let's do one sample problem regarding the Charles law. The volume of a gas is 0.8 liters at 101.3 kilopascal and at 0 degrees Celsius. What volume will it occupy at 101.3 kilopascal and 24 degrees Celsius? First thing, step 1 is you have to figure it out what is the known data and what is the unknown data. Since here P is P1 and P2, both of them are 103, so that means pressure has been maintained constant. And T1, T2 are in Celsius, so you need to convert into Kelvin. So Kelvin, you can convert that from Celsius by adding 273 to the Celsius. So in that scenario, T1 becomes 273 and T2 becomes 297 Kelvin. And unknown value here is V2. So step 2 is what gas law we should implement. Since pressure is constant, you can easily say that you can use Charles law to solve. So Charles law says V1 by T1 is equal to V2 by T2. But since here V2 has got T2 also on that side, you have to take out the T2 by rearranging the formula by multiplying T2 on both sides. So by doing that one, you do get the formula now. V2 is equal to V1 T2 by T1. So if you plug in the known data to solve the V2, you do get 32.63 liters. To cross-check your answer, if you see the temperature has been increased from 273 K to 297 K. That means temperature has been increased. So according to Charles law, even volume also supposed to be increased. V1 is 30 and V2 is 32. So that indicates that our analysis for this solving the problem is correct. Okay guys, now it's time for the checkpoint. So read the problem and use the Charles law to solve it. This is the link for the video on experiments of Charles law. So please do watch, and that's it guys. So let's see in the next video.